It's Wednesday, and it's that time of week again where we walk through a deck that's old, new, or sent for review. Let's get into today's walkthrough Wednesday. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, I'm Amanda, and I cover all things tarot and oracle card related, spirituality, and finding glimmers in the everyday life. So if that's your jam, hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you part of the family. And today's video, on Wednesdays, as I said at the start, we do a walkthrough of old or new decks to me, or new releases, or decks that have been sent for review. And today's one has been sent for review by Llewellyn. It is a low Scarabeo deck, but Llewellyn is a stockist, so thank you so much to Llewellyn for sending this my way. I'm super excited about this because I've kind of seen this a bit circulating around. I don't know, is it as popular now by the time this has come out, but I'm going to try and make it popular again. And it is the Anima Tarot by Anna. I'm not going to butcher your name, and Catherine, and I will not butcher your name either. So this is a really interesting one. Now, I did have to open it there and had to give some of the cards, excuse me, you're reminded to drink some water. I had to do a bit of a wash bathing suit on some of the cards because, to appease the YouTube algorithm and the YouTube gods and whatnot. So there is slight nudity. This is a very sensual deck from what I could see from flipping through the cards, and I was quite interested in that because it's not my typical usual style of deck, and I'm learning that, exploring outside of our usual regular what we normally go for style is really fun. It's fun to explore and try different styles of deck. So this is the Anima Tarot, and it is glossy, so my light is going to be a bit challenging. And for low Scarabeo, this is nice. Look at that. That's a nice box. So if you get yours, it'll come wrapped in plastic, and your cards will be wrapped in plastic as well. I obviously had to have a quick look because just from looking at it, I was like, right, I think I'm going to have to do some washy bathing suits. So, and I did. It wasn't too many cards, but it is what it is. Oh, I like that. Even the title card here. That's nice. Okay, we'll have a look at the cards in a minute, man. You're getting too excited. So let's have a look at the guidebook. And this is published in November 2025. So it comes in English, Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese. So Anima Tarot is a deck inspired by alchemy, Jungian psychology, myth, the cycles of nature, and the voice of the inner spirit. It weaves together heaven and earth, the masculine and the feminine, light and shadow, guiding the seeker towards self-knowledge through symbols and archetypes. Each card is a mirror of the soul and a great way to transformation along the path of individuation, leading toward the gold of the spirit. The name Anima evokes both the alchemical anima mundi and the inner feminine of deep psychology, the soul's call to reunite its scattered fragments and become whole. Oh, that sounds so good. So how you can use the deck: the soul triad spread, my archetype spread, the time loop spread, cards, and then we get straight into it. And so we have the Fool, so we have the description, light, shadow. Okay, so it's like upright and reverse, which is fun because if you don't want to read reverse but you want to kind of get a shadow aspect, that's a really nice way of doing it. And do the quartz and the minors get? Ooh, they do get a nice little write up too. So how far does the English go? Okay, so to about page 77, that's your guidebook, and then the rest then is in the other languages. That's nice. That's all right. Okay, that's all I can really say about that. So I know at the start and the bottom we have the title card, and then we have our Lo Scarabeo card, but these are the backs. So it's glossy. You can see my fingerprints on that already. So it is glossy, but it is reversible for those of you that like to read reversals. It is reversible. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Okay. So before we get started, let's take another sip of water. I'm a little bit thirsty today. Oh, I forgot to tell you about cardstock. Oh, you'd swear I have never done this before. So first of all, the gilding is gold, and they weren't sticky at all. Do you know the way sometimes you can get gilding and it just, all the cards stick together and it's this crunchy noise and it's not a fun time. This did not stick at all. It literally was smooth, straight off the bat, which is really nice. That's so nice. So good job there, Lo Scarabeo. Cardstock wise, this is thick. This is thick for Lo Scarabeo. I'm not even going to lie. Hold on, let me see. I have one here. Just quickly pick it. It's the Book of Shadows Tarot. And that's an older deck. That's thicker. That is way thicker. You can even hear it. Ooh, even compare it with, say, oh, my Kawaii Tarot. Yeah, it's a little bit thicker than that. Okay, so it is nice. I'm not going to say it's thick cardstock, but it's definitely sturdier cardstock. There's a good bit of flex in it all the same. Now, I think I'm in the minority that prefers a little bit of thinner cardstock. Only, not because because everybody's like, I hate thin cardstock, but because it's actually easier for me to shuffle. I've noticed if it's a little too thick, I find it very challenging to shuffle. But look at that gilding. Yeah. Hello. That's pretty. I'm an absolute fiend for gilding. If it is good at gilding, I'm like, yeah, show me. Okay, so they are glossy. I would consider this high gloss. The only thing I love about a glossy deck is they shuffle so beautifully. Now, my only concern is how the gilding is going to hold up to shuffling. So, I'm not really sure. Excuse me. Excuse me. So, like I said, it is a very sensual deck. It has quite an anime style to it. But it's like it's seeped in different little trinkets of symbols within it. Like, this is a gorgeous priestess card. Empress card, sorry. Apologies, you guys. I'm slightly tired today, but this is a gorgeous Empress card. This is very beautiful. It's very pretty. Oh, hello, Miss Frank. So we can see, like, there's just different elements within this. This is gorgeous. I definitely feel like, oh, look at this for the lovers. So we have like the apples, and then we have fire. Again, very sensual. Very beautiful. Oh, I love this. Like, if you had said to me 2-3 years ago that I'd be liking these kind of decks, I'm like, no, I wouldn't. But now I'm like, oh yeah, this is divine. It really is. Because I'm pronouncing it wrong, I know I am. The Yukio Taro. I love that. Now, as you can see, I had to do a bit of washi bathing suit, but you can kind of see it. Hold on, let me cover her butt, because I'm sure that would probably be, I mean, the tiniest bit. Now the only thing is I'm hoping my washi comes off pretty good. Yeah, the glossy cardstock makes a huge difference. Miss Frank, where are you going? Oh, hello. And even the colour is so vibrant on this. What an interesting deck card. It's like death and rebirth all in one. So again, more washi bathing suits. I just realised I never washi baited suit the stars, so apologies for having to flip through that one really quick. How well I did the moon, but for some reason I didn't recognise the star. I didn't even see it. For some reason, I feel like this is going to fit in beautifully if you love reading kind of fantasy style books. This feels like such a storyteller book. There's something very fantastical about that. Is that even a word? It very much follows the Rider-Waite-Smith system. So I do feel like for beginners, it might be a little too... what's the word? Boobage for some, but I don't know, personally myself, like, it's art, so it really doesn't bother me, but obviously it's not going to be for the younger. Oh. Right, so we have our number up at the top and then the suits at the bottom. This is just like juicy goodness. I feel like it's such a summery spring deck. So mine always seem to fit into seasonal categories. But at the same time, you don't have to seasonally use your decks either. It's like so dreamy and fantasy, and I really like this. I'm not curious. I'm so sorry, you guys. My shoulder is... Hold on. Probably just sitting awkward here now. I'm curious as to washi bathing suit to see how this would pair with another deck. I feel like Nova's deck would go nicely with this. I'm definitely going to do a whole separate video for that. Oh, look at the little tiger. This is doty. And fierce. Definitely it's a fierce stack. And I feel like the colour palette really suits each of the elemental suits as well of this. So like swords are air, so they're purpley. I don't want to say it's blue because it's not really. Oh, this is gorgeous. And dark. But the swords is a tricky suit, isn't it? Okay, let's shuffle this up. I must take off the washi tape first. Okay, so let's see. Overhand shuffle is nice. It is, again, like that, glossy, so a little bit on the slippery side. I'm sure a lot of you are crafty enough to... That is nice. Now, I'm sure some of you are going to ask about a riffle shuffle. So let's try. I always find it a little difficult to try and half these. So the bend, as a stack, it's very hard to bend. No, that's not gonna, I knew that. I knew straight away it's not gonna riffle shuffle for me. So unless you're a really good seasoned riffle shuffler. So let's see. Oh, we have the Hermit and the Wheel, but I have to kind of cover it up because I took my washi off. So we'll go with the Hermit because let's see what is written up on this. Just trying to find it. So we have a silver-haired wanderer in dark robes walks through the night, guided by the light he himself bears. And so you have conscious solitude, inner light, self-reflection, maturity, intuitive wisdom. I like that. Which is funny because I'm actually in my hermit year this year. So I'm just leaving it here if you want to take a pause and read it. And then you have the rest of the light, and then you have the shadow aspect as well. So, my loves, that is the Anima Tarot. I'm so curious to hear your thoughts on it. What do you think? Do you have it? Do you love it? Do you want to get it? Let me know your thoughts below. And as always, thank you so much to Llewellyn for sending this my way. I really appreciate it so much. And thank you so much for hanging out with me and for enjoying my Walkthrough Wednesdays. I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And remember, stay magical, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.